So, let's talk about that new Strobelite video, shall we? Finally, we have a new video for one of the songs from Humans, and what a good choice of a song to use. Strobelite is definitely one of my favorite songs from the album, so I'm glad it got the single treatment. But with that said, what do I think of this video? It's alright. Let's first start with the positives. The video is extremely colorful, which is super fitting to the music. It's an old disco throwback tune, and this video sure feels like it. We get to see some of the collaborators from the album in the club. We see people like Jenny Beth and Vince Staples, which is great. It's very akin to how Plastic Beach had their collaborators in their music videos. And I gotta say, I enjoy seeing Pevin in the spotlight. The dude is crazy charismatic. Also, did you know? That's Remy Kabaka, the voice actor for Russell. And that over there, that's totally Phil Cornwell, Murdoch's voice actor, who looks just like Russell from the Dirty Harry video. That's an interesting choice. Murdoch, in my opinion, looks fantastic in this video. He looks really good. That smile, am I right? Russell looks great as well. Okay, never mind. 2D and Noodle are too precious, I swear. Of course Noodle would want to get up and dance, and of course she'd choose to dance with her buddy 2D. And of course, Russell was asleep and Murdoch was generally just pissy. I bet the music was too loud. I swear, I gotta compliment 2D on his fashion sense. I'd kill for that shirt. It's got that Hawaiian exotic flavor. Stylish. I have not seen such fantastic moves from Noodle since Dare. Sheets my collar, anyone? Alright, now it's time to move on to the section of this video that I think a lot of people will take completely out of context and only focus on and completely ignore all the good things I said about the music video, because here goes! It's time for the negatives! Momentary pain. First off, I'm a little sad that they only used the radio edit of the song, because sadly the radio edit cuts out some of the best parts of the song. Ironically enough, 2D's brief bridge section of the song is completely cut out, despite the fact that one of the most common criticisms leveled at Humans is that 2D isn't featured enough. I mean, it makes sense since the radio edit is obviously shortened and more upbeat so it can be played in clubs and of course on the radio, but I just thought it was funny. You know what? I think the video for Saturn's Bars set the bar way too high. Get it? Bar? That video was absolutely insane. Incredibly well made, well animated, and fully realized. This video feels much smaller in scope and scale to that video and just previous Gorillaz videos in general. I honestly am not too crazy about these motion capture models. Now, look, I completely understand why Gorillaz use these models. They're much cheaper to use, much cheaper to animate and so on, but damn it if it doesn't result in some high levels of the uncanny valley. Some of the movements just feel really off and really weird. I don't know, I guess I've grown accustomed to the groundbreaking nature of the videos from previous phases, but hey, sometimes being groundbreaking means spending a shit ton of money. For example, the Saturn's Bars video cost $800,000 to produce, so I suppose I do forgive the guys for going somewhat smaller this time around. They're obviously playing it much safer this time around compared to Phase 3, where the art department spent most of the budget on wisely. For example, they blew pretty much all of their budget on the Stylo video, and when that song performed poorly in the charts, it made them have to do budget cuts for other parts of the phase, which is a huge shame. No Russell. The video starts and ends extremely abruptly, which makes me wonder if there's an extended version in the works or something like that, or if the video is setting up for something bigger, such as a future video or something for the upcoming TV show or something else that has to do with the story. There's definitely something brewing with Murdoch, that's for sure. Speaking of story, there really was no real ongoing story in the video whatsoever, and I would be lying if I said I wasn't personally disappointed by that. No mention of how the guys got into the nightclub after the Saturn's Bars video, no mention of why Murdoch is suddenly extremely pissed, and no mention of why Russell is sleeping. I guess he was just so tired. I mean, Phase 1's music videos didn't really have an ongoing story either, but they did tell self-contained stories, were varied and also extremely ambitious for the time. Gorillaz are obviously trying new things here, and it'll just take some time to get used to. The video is basically just 2D and Noodle dancing, and it honestly got a little bit repetitive towards the end. Cut to the dance, cut back to Pevin. Cut back to the dance, cut back to Pevin, rinse, repeat. Now does this mean I hate the video? Of course not. Go back to the first section of this video. In my opinion, my own personal humble opinion, don't freak out, the video was a teeny tiny bit underwhelming, but hey, it's better than nothing and I'm happy we got it. Now for the final part of the video. Here are some side notes. So I've been hearing a theory going around about how Murdoch's pissed because he hates that his band members are having fun and is therefore trying to, assassinate them? And that's what this whole card business is about. Listen, Murdoch would never assassinate his band members. Read Rise of the Ogre if you don't believe me, it makes no sense. Murdoch is a bad dude, yes, but he's not that bad. From my own interpretation of the character, Murdoch is all talk, but not a lot of show. He loves to be offensive and off-the-wall crazy, but in reality, he's mostly a coward and a bit of a dork. Murdoch helped raise Noodle. He would never harm her, at least that's what I think. For example, if you read Rise of the Ogre and learn the backstory of the El Mañana video shoot, you'll know that Murdoch deliberately made the shoot safe for Noodle, or at least as safe as it could be. Things did go very south due to unseen circumstances, of course, but he made an effort, I think. I don't know, the details about that whole incident are very conflicting, but I don't think Murdoch would ever want any of his band members to die. I mean, 2D did want to die, but, you know, whatever. Who cares about what 2D thinks? No. Murdoch is up to something, that's obviously true, but he would never harm his other band members. At least not seriously. Unless you count 2D. I mean, at least not to death. For example, the dude literally sold his soul to the devil to make his band successful. And I suppose you could make the argument that he did this mostly for selfish reasons to make money. I mean, he definitely did do it for the money. But the point still stands. He wouldn't try to harm or assassinate his primary source of income, aka that sweet cash. Also, if I am wrong about this and he's actually trying to screw his bandmates over, then I will stand corrected and owe up to it, okay? Also, final points, 2D and Noodle are just friends, stop it.